you guys? Today is the 30th of December, and if you've been following along, you'll know that gives me 2 days now left to achieve my goal before the end of 2023. So today's the day, the big day. We are going for the 200 deadlift. I'm nervous, not gonna lie. I wish I could just say it's like hunky-dory. I've been really unwell. I'm not making excuses at all, just stating facts. I have been in bed for like 5 days over Christmas, really sick, fever. I don't actually get sick very often, but everybody who I've come into contact with today has also said that they've been unwell. So there must be something in the air. And equally, as I've built up on this program into peak, my body has been worn out and fatigued. So I'm probably more susceptible to catching things that are going around. Anyway, so we are going in today for the deadlift. I've got a plan of action in my head of warm-up weights, reps and things. And then once I was going to say attempted, but I should be more optimistic and say once I have lifted the deadlift, we're then going to go into the log and try and peak the log. So obviously my numbers that I'm aiming for are 200 deadlift and an 80 log today. Now this is massive. I already peaked my deadlift and I already peaked my log and already peaked my squat and PB'd all of it before I got sick. And then I've been sick, been down and out. So anyway, we've got to do it today because as from next week, I start Arnold's prep officially. So today's the last day and it was my 2023 goal and soon to be 2024. Get started. Let's go. Okay, so just first lift at 60. Everything setting up for how I want it to be. We'll go 80. Then I'll do some lat pull downs and get some blood flowing. Okay, I'm just going to go over to the lat pull down, do some light work to get some blood in. Okay, I need to put my suit on. It's not coming today, is it? Okay, so that was 180, which we know from last week is not even PB. And it's not moving. So I have to make some decisions now because I want to move on to log after. And I want to start prep for Arnold's next week without being broken and injured. So I have a little fan crew over there. Noah, do you want to just spin the camera around and show? You see them? So these are some of my good friends and clients. But I was just explaining to them because they've obviously come to see me lift 200 kilos. And obviously when they've come in, they're like, how are you feeling? And I was nervous this morning. Like, I got pressure on myself. I've hyped this up. Was nervous. I have been unwell for a good week, if not 10 days. I just put my suit on and it does feel a bit loose. So I've obviously lost some size because I've not been eating properly. Anyway, it's not excuses. Today is day 1 of my period. Again, if you go back to video 1 of the Road to 200, where I mapped out my period schedule and said I would wait until my period had started this week because the last 2 days of my cycle, I am just beyond exhausted. So it's day 1 of the cycle today. I mean, it's not excuses. It's just factual life events. I've been unwell. I'm on my period. I've got people here to watch me. But I feel like it's a really good coaching point. And I think it's amazing for people to see that I'm only human. I get a lot of comments all the time about what am I taking? And I've mentioned in a previous video, I think like week 2 or 3's video, I don't take anything. I am just a normal, natural woman who trains really fucking hard. And days like this happen and they're frustrating. So I am going to go again on this and I'm going to give it what I've got. And if it's not going anywhere, I'm probably going to wrap it up, call it a day, draw a line under it, put this goal to rest for 2024. I mean, not put it to rest for 2023 and attack it again in 2024. But I'm not giving up just yet. I'm going to go again. But I don't think 200 is going today. So if I'm struggling at 180, and then I'm going to move on and have a go at log. And then go about my New Year's celebrations this weekend and start Arnold's prep next week. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to get my suit back on and have another go. It wasn't easy, babe. Nice try. Okay, I'm not completely fucking dead. It wasn't 200, but I got it off the floor. I'm calling it a day. That is not happening today. Okay. We'll wait another 18 months and try again. Come on then. Be my friend. Two and a half. That's easy. We'll put a 5 on. Going 70 now. That was 65. Yeah. I like this. It's in here. Me and the log have become good friends. Two and a half on. I think clips on now, probably. Yeah? Fuck it, straight up. Let's not hang about. I've done 77.5. It's either happening or it's not happening. Oh. I'm being a pussy now. The cling was better, but the pressure's not there today. Whew! No, I'm fucked. Yeah. It's time to start from the floor up again. I'm calling it a day before I actually knock myself out and then cool off the Arnold. Yeah, it's fine. The 75 moved nice. Happy with that. Okay, hey, what's up, you guys? So that's the end of that. You can see I dropped the log on my face. I'm probably going to end up with a black eye here. And I've potentially maybe broken my nose. Maybe not, I'm being exaggerating. Anyway, so I just wanted to recap, summarize, and kind of tell you how I'm feeling. So I'm not really feeling that bummed about it, which maybe I should feel a bit more bummed. But it's funny because 1, I haven't been feeling well. 2, day 1 of period, but whatever. Ignoring these things. I always say, even when I compete, I'm not really 100% bothered about what happens on the day, the D-Day, because I'm so process driven. And the whole point of setting these goals and having made this YouTube video series during this off season has been amazing, because I actually find off season really hard, or I did last year anyway, because there was kind of no focus or no goal setting or no competition to work towards, or why am I doing all this hard work? What for, you know? And I know it's for the competitive season that follows in the next year, but it's hard to remember that sometimes when it feels so far away. But doing this vlog series I have really enjoyed it. The road to 200. The road to 200 damn well fucking continues, because I will get it. And I genuinely do believe that if I hadn't have been sick over Christmas, that I probably could have done that today. And the 80 log. But I really don't give a hoot that I haven't got it. It's not going to affect the rest of my day, and it's not going to affect my plans for next week, which is to begin Arnold's prep. So whether I did or didn't achieve that today changes nothing going forward. I'm still going to Arnold's. I'm still starting my prep next week. I'm still fit and healthy because I know when to call it and when not to call it. I say that with a damaged face from dropping the log. So I feel fine. I know I'm going to get the 80 log, and I know I'm going to get that 200 deadlift. Just not today, and that's okay. So yeah, process driven. It is the setting of the goal and the working towards the goal and having the focus week in, week out that I love. And that's so hard to explain, and it's so hard to sell to people. I have encouraged some of my clients to compete in an amateur strongwoman competition. And one of the girls said to me earlier on this week, she was doing her bag throwing. She said, oh my God, I'm just a tiny bit better every week. And now I can get the bag over the bar. And I was like, yeah, exactly. And every week that tiny bit doesn't feel like enough. But that compound effect of that tiny bit every week adds up to big results. And that's what I'm all about. And this could sound really cheesy and really cliche, but it's true. And the sport of anything, to be honest, teaches you to play the long game and to put in the work day in, day out for the results that might come in 6 weeks, they might come in 6 months, or they might come in 6 years. But it's the day in, day out work that counts. So with all that said and done, that is this Road to 200 series done, although the 200 goal remains. I am going home, going to go and enjoy New Year's. It is Saturday. New Year's Eve is tomorrow and New Year's Day Monday. So yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy New Year's Eve and then start Arnold's prep on Tuesday. And so I'll check in and let you know how my face is doing on Tuesday. That looks like a right shiny bit on my eye. So checking in on Tuesday. Arnold's competition is March 1st. I will be flying to the US on, haven't booked it yet, but like towards the end of Feb. So that leaves us like 7 weeks. 7 weeks prep to Arnold's. I'm very excited and I feel good about going into the new year. I have been doing some journaling and some reading, sorting my head out, getting fresh and getting set. So I'm going to round it up there, love you and leave you, and I hope you follow on to the journey to the Arnold's and stay tuned. So you can see I try to be really, really positive and just keep my chin up and keep pushing. And I have really tried hard not to emphasize the fact that I wasn't well over Christmas, but I mean, I really wasn't well. I was in bed for 3 days. I didn't eat for 3 days. If you know me, you know that's weird and very out of character. I slept for about 72 hours. So I was saying in week 7 vlogs that I wasn't feeling great and I felt like I was coming down with something. And I managed to just fight it off. And by the end of that week, it just absolutely floored me. And to be honest, I think I've only just been eating normally again for the last 2 days. So I think I'm putting on a brave face about how sick I had been. But yeah, that with the combination of day 1 of the period, just not really a great combo. But yeah, live and learn. Glad I came, glad I tried anyway. Time to move on.